Hello, welcome to Syntacle. Today we are going to solve the day 3 of September Lead Code Challenge. So today's problem name is repeated substring pattern. So basically if you read the problem statement, it's saying that we will be given one string as the input and we need to find that is there any repeated substring pattern exist in the string or not, right? And there are two condition or two notes here that its size cannot be, length cannot be exceed more than 10,000 and it will contain only the lowercase English character. So we should not bother about the uppercase character, okay? So these are the two conditions we need to keep in mind, okay? So let's try to understand the problem by checking all the given 3 examples. After that we will try to design one solution for the same, okay? So what I will check here. So you can see that for the first example, right, it's saying that AB, right? So I can see that this particular substring AB is appeared twice, right? So in this case we can return true. So if we check the second example also, here our input string is ABA. I cannot see any particular substring that is repeated twice or thrice. So in this case we can return false because I can see A is repeated twice but there is no B, right? So in this case we should return false. And if you check the third example also, you can see that particular string ABC is repeated 4 times, right? So it can be repeated n number of times, that's not a problem. But if the exact substring is repeated, then in that case we need to return true, right? So here we can see that ABC, this particular exact string is repeated 4 times, then we can return true, right? So these are all the 3 examples. Now let's try to design one solution. So what we can do? So we obviously we need to run for loop and we need to check all the possible substring, and then we need to check that the particular substring is repeated for the whole string or not, right? So this is the solution we need to do. So initially what we will do, we will start one for loop from the middle position. Why middle position? Because so suppose in this case our string size is 12, right? So my longest substring can be up to 6 character only, right? Because if it is 7, then it's not possible to repeat, right? Because if it is 7, then our actual string length should be 14, right? So 7 into 2 is 14. So it should be always the half value at max. So we will start from middle position. Then I will think this is my substring, okay? I don't know what character inside that, but I will think this can be my possible one substring. So that I will check. So I can see that for here my I value is 0, right? So if I divide it by total size, so 12 by 6, sorry, I value will be 6, right? So that means my string size, my substring size is 6 and I need to repeat it 2 number of times, right? 6 into 2 is 12, right? So at first I will think this is my whole substring, okay? And I think then I will check that this particular substring is, I will repeat it for 2 times because it's 12 by 6 is 2, right? So I will declare one new string builder and I will add this string twice. So after adding that twice, I will check, okay, this particular string builder is matching with input string or not. If it is matching, then we can return true, right? And if not, then I will decrease my counter, right? So I will come here and I will think I will consider this portion of string only, right? ABC and AB. I will see that is it repeating. If no, then I will again decrement my counter, right? This is how we can solve it, okay? So let's quickly write code for the same. Probably that will give you much better understanding. After that we will try to analyze the code once again. Okay, so let's write the code quickly. So as I already said, so we need to run one for loop, and for loop. So what I will do, I will start from end only, right? I will start from the not end, then from the middle position only, right? So my I will be point to. So let's declare one variable, probably name as length, and here we are going to store our string length, right? So it should be string length. Okay, fine. Now I will check that I will start from I equals to length by 2, right? So I am starting from my middle position and my for loop will run till my I is greater than 0. Okay. Now what I will do, I will after that I am going to decrement by I, right? So initially it will, so suppose for the third example, right? So it should be pointing here in the middle position, okay? Now what I will do, what I will check that if length percentage I equals to 0. Why we are doing this? So suppose this is size is borrowed, this size is 12, right? So suppose my substring in some scenario, so in later state, suppose my substring size is 5, right? So 12 cannot be divided by 5, right? So there are no possible combinations. So we should not check, we should not append a substring and check equality there, right? So if my substring size is 5 and my actual string size is 12, then it's not possible for repeated string, right? So we are not going to consider those things. So we are checking that if the remainder is 0, then only we can check the possible combination, okay? Else we can skip and decrement our counter, okay? So now let's move further. So once we are done, we are going to extract that substring, okay? So what I will do string, probably str, and I will take the substring from the same, okay? So S is our actual string. I will use inbuilt Java substring function, and I am going to take the substring. It will be start from 0 and it will end on I, okay? Now once we are done with that, we need to use another string builder locally to check the equality, because since in Java string is immutable, so we need to use string builder obviously for this case. So we are going to take one string builder and let us name it as SB only, and let us initialize this also. Okay, so now again I am going to run another for loop. Again I am going to let us name it as H, and again it will start from 0, and so we need to, in between we need to identify that how many number of time it should repeated, right? So we can get that easily. So repeated something like this, and what I will do length by I. So suppose my length is 6, I is 6, and my total length is 12, then so suppose in this case my substring size is 6, right? So it can be repeated maximum 2 number of times. So we are doing that only. So we will check H less than repeated, and if yes, then we are going to increment our H, and we are going to append the same in our string builder. So it should be sb.append, and we are going to append the our substring, right? So if my substring size is 6, we are going to append it twice, because it can be repeated at max twice only, right? So we are doing that only. And once we are done, we will check that sb.toString, that whatever substring we build, whatever string builder we build using our substring, we will check the equality with actual input string, okay? So we will do that. So if sb.toString is equals, since we are checking the actual value, we need to use dot equals method, right, instead of double equals. I will check it, and I will, if it is true, then I can return true, or else what we can do, we can go back and we can return false. So if it is not returning true inside this for loop, that means that particular pattern is not exist. We can safely return false. Okay, I think that's pretty much for the code. Let's try to compile it and check. Okay, so there are a couple of compilation error. Let's quickly fix this. One should be the spelling mistake, another should be string builder. Let's try to okay, I think it's giving us expected answer. Let's submit our answer also and check whether it's accepted or not. Okay, our solution is accepted. Let's check the time complexity and space complexity also quickly. So you can see it's betting 75% of Java submission. Okay, so as we see that I think we can improve the runtime. We can decrease the runtime also. So what I can do, we can add this extra condition. So in this condition, so suppose I found any when my remainder is 0, then I will check the last character of the both string, right? Actual string, last character of actual string, and last character of our substring, right? If it is matched, then only we can go inside, right? If it is not matching, then it's not repeating, right? So we can add this condition. Probably that will going to help us. That will reduce the runtime. So let's try it right now. Okay, our solution is accepted. Let's try to check the runtime also. So you can see that it's increased drastically. Earlier it was 78%. Now its runtime is 99.85%. Okay. So let's quickly analyze the time complexity and space complexity also. Okay, so let's quickly understand the code here quickly. So what we are doing here? So we are starting from the middle position, right? So why we are starting from middle position? That is the first question, because we will check for the largest string, right? So if it is so suppose in this case, right, this particular string ABC is repeating twice, so we don't need to execute this second for loop large number of times, right? So to reduce the possibility of that, we are starting from middle position. You can start from 0 also, that's not a problem. So it's either or, you can start from middle or you can start from 0 also, right? So for this particular reason, so at first we are considering the largest string, and if the largest substring is not present, then we are reducing the substring size and we are checking, right? So for that reason we are starting from the middle position. Okay, so this is the first thing. So for that reason we are only starting from the middle position. Okay, so after that what we are checking, so suppose it's 6, right, and total size is 12. So in this case I know that so if my substring size is 6, then that can be repeated twice. So 6 plus 6, it can be 2, right? So suppose in some scenario my substring size is 5 and total actual size is 12, right? So should we do it? No, right? Because it's not possible. So if my substring size is 5, then if I repeat it twice, it may at max can go up to 10, not 12, right? So we are not considering those cases. So we are checking this length percentage I equals to 0. Apart from that, so suppose for the first condition, right? So when my substring size is 6, we are checking is our last character is matching or not. So if it is matching, then only we should consider, right? So if it's not matching, then why should I do this execution, right? The substring, appending and all. So that will increase the time complexity, right? So so for optimal solution, at first we are checking is it remainder is 0. That means we can build actual string using our substring length, and if it is after that we are also checking that last string is matching. So last string of substring and last string of actual input string is matching on last character. If the characters are matching, then we can go ahead and we can execute our further logic, right? So suppose in this case it's matching, right? So the last character of the substring is C and the last character of actual string is C, right? So now we can go inside this for loop, and what we are doing here, so we are picking this substring ABC after ABC initially, and we are repeating it twice, right? Because our substring size is 12 and total size is 6. Our substring size is 6 and total string size is 12, right? So 12 by 6 is 2, right? So we are repeating that number of times. So we took one string builder and we are appending this. So in this case it will be appended twice and it will produce this actual string, and then we are checking the equality, right? So this is how our code executes. And what is the time complexity here? So you can understand that we are adding nested for loop. So here time complexity is order of n square, obviously in worst case scenario. And what is the space complexity? Since we are using extra string builder, and that size is obviously depend on the n size or input size. So again, the space complexity will be order of n. So I think that's pretty much for this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. And if you have still some doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.